Hello, my name is Linh Đan. In this video, we are learning about the state of Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. And we're gonna start here. Where is Massachusetts? What is a wonderful question. If you want to go to Massachusetts, where do you have to go? Where is it? Alright, so here is the United States of America, but where is Massachusetts? Here is a clue, it's in the northeast. Yeah, right here. This is where Massachusetts is, in the northeastern part of the United States. Massachusetts is part of a region called New England. New England is made up of the 6 states that are in the furthest northeastern corner of the United States. Let's look closer at the states that belong to the region of New England. The biggest state in the region of New England is Maine. It's right at the top, isn't it? Then just below Maine is New Hampshire. Then Vermont is right next to New Hampshire. And then just below Vermont and New Hampshire is the state of Massachusetts. Hey Massachusetts, we're making a video about you right now. Okay, don't tell the other states. They're gonna come later. They're gonna get videos later. And then just below Massachusetts, there are 2 states. There's Rhode Island and finally Connecticut. Okay, so these are the 6 states that belong to the region known as New England. Pretty cool. So every somebody say how many states there are in New England. You say there's 6 of them, and I know a whole lot about Massachusetts because I'm watching the Massachusetts video. Alright, let me see, and it's in the northeastern corner of the United States. What are the state nicknames? What are some nicknames that the state of Massachusetts has? Alright, well, the state of Massachusetts really has 2 main nicknames. I mean, there are other nicknames, but 2 main nicknames. Massachusetts is known as the Bay State and the Pilgrim State. It is called the Bay State because of its bays. Like it's got bays. It's the Bay State. Massachusetts is the Bay State. We're gonna look at the 3 of the bays in Massachusetts, but Massachusetts has 19 bays. Oh my god, like the Bay capital of what? It's like the Bay State. In fact, it's the Bay State. It's Massachusetts. So here is Massachusetts Bay, which makes sense. Now Massachusetts Bay, you know that's a good name for the bay. And down here is Cape Cod Bay. That's probably one of my first ones, Cape Cod Bay. And finally, way down here is Buzzard's Bay, which a buzzard is a bird of prey, like a vulture. It's a buzzard, so that's an interesting name, Buzzard's Bay. And you might be wondering, well, what is a bay? You probably see the 3 bays here, but what is a bay? A bay is a part of the sea where the land curves inward around it. It's more like that. The land is giving the sea a little side hug, and heart becomes a bay, and it's almost like, hey, we're friends, we're buddies. If you need anything, I'm right here for you, right? I'm right here no matter what. Now, Massachusetts is also called the Pilgrim State. When the Pilgrims arrived on the Mayflower, they settled in Massachusetts. The whole story of Pilgrim that we celebrate during Thanksgiving that happened in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is the Pilgrim State. So to review, Massachusetts has 2 nicknames, the Bay State and the Pilgrim State. And speaking of Massachusetts names, there are some very fascinating facts about Massachusetts relating to its name. The official name of the state is the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That's the official name that's officially known as the Commonwealth. Even though it's officially a Commonwealth, it's still a state of the United States, and it's still functions just like the other state. They just call themselves a welcome common, which is kind of cool. Okay, now it's time to learn about the flag of Massachusetts. Here is the flag of Massachusetts. The flag features the state coat of arms, which includes a Native American with a bow and arrow, and the arrow was pointed down. Ripley's speech. It's an awesome flag. Both the flag and the state seal feature this coat of arms. Now we can't talk about Massachusetts without talking about the city of Boston. We have to talk about the city of Boston. Boston is the capital and the largest city in Massachusetts. Boston is a busy, bustling city that has a rich history here in the United States. It's one of the oldest cities in the United States. Was it found in 1630? Oh, it was a long time ago. A lot of case events in history, especially during the American Revolution, happened in Boston. One of the most famous events was something called the Boston Tea Party. The colonists protested a new tax on tea by destroying entire shipping of tea in the Boston Harbor. Massachusetts is a state that's filled with history and has so many banks, but is that a problem? Sorry. Now we're back now. This is what we're wondering. What is Massachusetts' state bird? What's the state bird of Massachusetts? The state bird of Massachusetts is the black-capped chickadee. While many other birds migrate, especially during the cold months, the black-capped chickadee is able to withstand the cold. They are very brave birds that aren't afraid of humans. In fact, they are even willing to eat right out of your hands. They're like, hey, I don't care. They're just people. They love people. Chickadees love you. The black-capped chickadee would love to just eat something out of your hand. And the end. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.